we want you to... So I had Fur Queen. She was this dog that I was fostering, and I did a few videos with her. So a lot of you are probably wondering what happened. So humans and animals can have pregnancies that are not real pregnancies, but your body thinks you're pregnant. So she was not pregnant, and the vet thought she was pregnant, and we were waiting till close to her due date so we could count the puppies. So when we went to count the puppies, there were no puppies. So she had an ultrasound on Monday, and I took her back Monday afternoon. So she's to my left, and she is taking a nap with her owner right now, and they're happily together. And I was thinking today about the life that they live and how good her life is here. I came today to see her, and there's this huge, massive field where Windward's kind of close to Windward Circle, but closer to the skate park, and she has this massive field and all these dogs to play with. Granted, she's still locked up and she's still a prisoner, but she's free. And she lives with her community, and she has trust in the universe, interdependent relationships, and the biggest thing of all that she has is bodies to co-regulate with all day. How many of us turn away our trust in the universe for the market economy instead of having bodies that we co-regulate with and feel comfortable around? We're in school trying to get a grade, or we're in work trying to get $1. And even if we work for ourselves, we're still with clients and people who pay to be alone with us. We would never be alone with. You know, I don't care what we're doing with that, but we would never be with them. Even if we're not alone, we would never be with them. We wouldn't be doing that unless they were paying us. And when you believe in magic and you have trust in the universe and you know your needs will get met and you're not going to sell out, you're not going to be in those experiences where someone's paying you or you're paying them. And although you would like to have your needs met, you're okay with not having to sell out. And I've thought about, like, is her life better here? And yeah, like it's kind of made me, you know, like there's a lot of homeless people who are sober. There's a lot of mental illness. It's not the people I would choose to hang out with. However, I feel more at home with these so-called people who live close to the earth and are not selling out. You know, you want to call them homeless? They wouldn't be homeless if they didn't have to pay for a house. It's just we're given a choice. Would you like a home, and would you like food? Or would you like to be all dirty and have nowhere to shower and have no food and no home? Which would you like? And so-called homeless people, they don't call themselves that. More like the walk you home. They think they're monks. They think what you think about them, except it's opposite. Instead of looking down on you for like, oh, you're lazy and you're making choices like because that's why you're in this bad situation. You don't look at the positive that they're choosing and the fact that it takes a lot of courage to not sell out. You're looking at the bad. Well, if they're looking at the bad in you, they're thinking the same thing. And there's a problem with that. Like, homeless people are thinking the same thing about you. They're like, oh, you're selling out, you're doing it for $1. Look at you in that monkey suit, and I get to stay out here and relax and be with my tribe and people who I know got my back. And if we look at each other like other, then we're not bridging the gap. So I'm not like othering, because I don't work for money and I'm now housed. Everyone homeless is getting housed. How do we look at each other? Because everyone's gonna get housed. How do we look at each other and not say, here's what's wrong with you? How do we look at each other and say, you know what? I'm really glad that someone's super organized and wants to be busy all day doing stuff. Thank you. I prefer to be sitting here all day meditating and just raising the vibration of the planet by feeling peaceful and harmonious. And then if the person who's working all day could say, you know, I'm really grateful that this person meditates all day and is there to be with nature and remind animals that we're peaceful and loving, and they make friends with the wildlife that's left, and I'm so grateful for our new indigenous population. Like, let's not call them the homeless. And I was just thinking, like, is the life better for her? And I think her life's better living outside. I think she's happier. And is there a lot of yelling and craziness that literally is intolerable? I tried living at the beach and it's intolerable. Yeah. However, would I like to come and camp at the beach? And do I plan on camping at the beach? And goddesses, if you want to start like a goddess squad at the beach, and we could start our own goddess tribe, except it'll be a SoCal one. Very similar to the one that Wonder Woman is from, like the Amazonian goddesses, except we'll be the Venezuelan goddesses. It's gonna be so totes maze balls, and we're gonna turbo Care Bear stare this beach into awakening the whole wide world. It's gonna be maze balls. And I decided that I'm gonna start camping at the beach. I'm very careful about who I hang out with. The people you hang out with are the ones whose personality traits that you take on. So I try not to, you know, hang out at the beach because it's just too crazy, and I want to work on my mental health. But it is good for our mental health to sleep close to nature. And I want us to think about all of the things we're missing out on that so-called homeless people have. And maybe they're the walking home. Maybe they're the new indigenous people, because they're going to teach us about trust in the